First of all, we'll start with the potential of changes here tonight.
Yeah, we'll look at everything and see who's 100% healthy and who's banged up. But that won't be till probably warm up.
Okay, but you do have some healthy bodies aside here that can fit in if need be.
Yeah, well, the one thing, Holden will be out. He got banged up last night, and Larson will be in, and then we'll make that decision up front.
Okay, Travis Hamonic looked as though he got damaged by a skate. Is that of any concern?
Yeah, it looks like he'll be fine, though. So the deal will stay the same, and we'll just see if we're going to tinker with the lineup up front.
Is Brady okay? Because that looked like an awkward hit along the boards there.
Yeah, he looked fine this morning. It just kind of stepped on him. No cut or anything, but that's obviously a sore spot. So we'll see how he is, and obviously that'd be a big loss if he couldn't go, but it looks like he'll be fine.
And we go right back to Mads in goal?
That's an organizational decision here. We're going to talk about it as a group, and if Mads is 100% healthy, he's had some injuries and some things that have bothered him. So we'll look at that and make that decision tonight.
If you have to go to Kevin, what would your message to the group be? If a guy like Kevin who's never played before at this level, what would your message be to the group?
Well, you're going to have to let him see the puck, and no odd man rushes, but ultimately he's going to have to do his job. So we'll make that decision if that is the case, but we'll know a little more today.
What do you need to see from your team here tonight?
Well, you have to take care of the puck better, and you have to put it behind them. They're a big, heavy team. Obviously, the additional Horvat, they've got Dobson back. They're rolling along nicely right now. It's a different team than we saw a week ago or 2 weeks ago, whatever that may be. But in saying that, tonight's a game where special teams going to have to be the difference for us. Our penalty kill is going to have to go clean, and our power play is going to have to score some goals or at least one. They're not a team that takes a lot of penalties, but that could be the difference for us tonight as special teams.
Coach, what can you say about the play of Eric Branstrom filling a bigger role here last night? And I think he's +3 with a goal and an assist since coming back from the break.
Well, I think the biggest thing is week to week in the NHL, game to game is so different. I mean, all of a sudden things aren't going your way. You're not playing a ton. Someone gets hurt, you get an opportunity. You score, you feel important, and you're making plays. And just remember how you got there. And it happens for every player. Sometimes you're on the outs and it doesn't look good, and then all of a sudden it can turn. So just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm happy for the kid.
What does a goal like that for DeBrincat do for him? Not just the goal, but the timing, the type of goal, all of those things kind of put
Yeah, he's had so many opportunities that hit post, miss the net, whatever the case may be. And then you start squeezing it, but he's also so streaky. So one like that, all of a sudden the puck just starts going in, and you never know what he can hang, here over the next few games. So happy for him, happy for Drake. These guys are they're playing hard, and now they're getting a little bit rewarded, getting a few pluses, getting some points. But we got to keep doing it.
You dealt with this when Kastelic went back to play at home in Arizona. It meant a lot to him, and for Shane Pinto, he was just telling us. First game back. What is that like for you, knowing that someone's coming back to play in front of the friends and family that helped them kind of?
Well, I'm a big believer in drawing on those things. Family means everything to these guys. Without that support system, there's nothing there. I mean, when you have the bad times and you don't have your family beside you, it's real tough. And when the good times, who are you enjoying it with? So, it's exciting to get a guy back, his hometown. I know his dad, Frank, will be all fired up for him to be in there tonight, and let's hope he can have a good one.
Yeah. Are you excited to be back?
Yeah, 100%. I think this is my first game at UBS, and I think this is, the home game, I think, for me, hometown game. So it's going to be fun for sure.
And probably a good contingent of Shane Pinto fans in attendance?
Yeah, I got a big group coming tonight. It should be an interesting one, that's all I'll say.
We've seen an interesting group cheer you on almost locally.
Yeah, it'll probably be even bigger tonight, so it'll be fun, though. Definitely a cool experience.
How much fun was last night and the carryover into tonight, obviously?
Yeah, very emotional. I think, we were down 3-1, and I don't think anyone really thought we were going to win that game, and we found a way. But definitely a lot of emotion, but, we kind of have to reset. That's last night, and we got to put forward a good effort again tonight. So,
Are those last 5 minutes kind of the perfect way to build into this game?
Yeah, I think just the momentum, I think that's a big thing. So we got to have a good first. I think if we could have a good first, then we'll have a good whole game, and definitely got to take that momentum and bring it to tonight.
How many Islanders games did you go to as a kid at the old Nassau?
I wasn't that big of an Islander fan, so not that many. I went to a couple, but I know it was pretty crazy. A lot of my friends were Islander fans growing up, so definitely a cool rink there, but no, not that many, honestly.
And how did you go Penguins when everyone else was?
Just Crosby, I think. He was a big reason why I started hockey, and I was a big fan of his, so that's why I kind of went towards the Penguins.
Alex, is the last 5 minutes of that game the perfect way to come into tonight's game?
Yeah, for sure. I think we can take that momentum and start off strong here. I think we were a little slow to start, the past 2 games. So if we can come out strong, we have a good chance of winning.
When you score a goal like that, given the time and the manner in which you scored it, what kind of your instinct? It was a pretty emphatic celebration from you, but how did that feel to put that one in?
Feels really good. I think, I felt like we were battling, quite a bit that game, battling the puck. I was bouncing over our sticks a lot of time, and to get those last 2 goals in the last 3 minutes of the game is, it's definitely a confidence boost for the team, and, to be able to finish it too, it makes a whole difference, confidence, winning that game rather than losing that game. So, we come into today and just ready to battle and, hopefully get another one.
Can you explain how, for 57 minutes, it felt like for the most part they were kind of carrying the play and dictating it, how it could just flip like that?
Yeah, I think, Drake's goal obviously gave us a boost, and, instead of a 2-goal game, it's a 1-goal game, and, it's just one shot that can tie it up there. So, I think, once you get a little bit of momentum, you can kind of try to run with that, and, I think that's what we did.
What's one shot do for personal confidence?
Yeah, it can definitely, make your game feel a lot better. I think I was fighting the puck quite a bit last night, and, that goes in, and you feel a little bit better going into today. And, like I said, we just got to get back to work and, play a good game today.
What do you have to say about Matt Sogard being put into? It's a pretty tough situation to be thrown in at that age with that experience, and then respond to the manner in which that he responded.
Yeah, for sure. He was great. He made a lot of big saves for us. Overtime made a couple big saves, and he's a big reason why we won. So, just kept that game close enough where we could battle back, and he did great.
Lots of emotion from last night's game to build off going into tonight's game.
It was unreal. It was the pushback and just the no-quit attitude that we had. It's something we need to build on, and of course, it's a huge game for us again tonight.
What does that do for Matt Sogard, a game like that?
He played great for us. He made key stops, and that overtime, that breakaway. I don't know whether he made the save or missing that, but he forced them to make a shot that they didn't want to make with just how big he is. So, he stood on his head and just really gave us a chance last night.
I think a lot of Ottawa fans were worried and just wanted to know how you're doing because of that hit there along your bench with Zadorov. Just get an update maybe on how you're doing?
Yeah, just bumps and bruises. Always still going to play. Leave it all out there, and it was just more nervous than anything, but no, all good. Just ready to go for tonight.
Brady, after the game last night, Tim said he felt like it wasn't his best game, yet 4 points. What does that say about a player like him?
Yeah, we were all joking around. It looked like he couldn't stick handle for the first 2 periods, but no, he still finds a way. But that just says how he is as a player, how he is as a leader on our team. That when you need somebody to step up, he stepped up for us.
Is there an elevated mojo working between you two of late?
I like to think that we have some really good chemistry and that we fit each other's game perfectly. That's how I feel, and I love playing with him. I love what he brings, and I love for us. And I feel like we step up when the time's right, and I just love playing with him. I think sometimes you have to give him the puck and just let him do his thing, and just it showed last night.
Can you just run through what was going through your mind when he had, where you were for your goal, the breakaway pass? Where does the process start and end, and how you figure that one out? If you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, I just feel like we're starting to get each other's tendencies down too, and
whether it's coming in the zone, in the zone where each other are, D zone, our tendencies of pushing and then trying to almost get behind the D a little bit. So I feel like we're just starting to learn each other that much more and just I think it's shown. But I think we both could say that we can get to another level as well.
Was that an anticipated play here? Like you anticipated Travis would do what he would do, Tim would be where he is, so you needed to go to a certain spot?
There's a little cheating there. There's a little hope that play would work out. But, just Tim had the heads-up play of just, that's where I usually like to be, is kind of sneak in behind at times, and he made the heads-up play. So, he was smart play by him.
This is a homecoming for Shane Pinto, basically grew up down the road here. How loud do you expect that contingent to be?
Well, I don't know if it can match up to that Jersey game. That was pretty insane, and I expect the same atmosphere and just he's got a lot of people coming tonight, so it's going to be a lot of fun for all of us.